Using rhyming words at the end of each sentence of a song is a common pattern you'll find when analysing song lyrics. It was also the first way that I learnt how to write a song, I guess because it was the easiest way to make the lyrics flow. However, there's lots of ways to approach this, some ways better than others. So stay tuned to learn about my songwriting tips and how to use rhyming words when writing lyrics.
Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to
It's ItsRosieQuartz here. Welcome. If you're new, please feel free to like and subscribe. I really appreciate any support. Let's look at the song Wannabe by the Spice Girls, an absolute classic. I'm going to read you some lyrics. Now I want you to listen how at the end of each sentence they have a rhyming word. If you want my future, forget my past. If you want to get with me, better make it fast. You'll notice that past and fast are perfect rhyming words because they both have the exact same ending, A-S-T, asked. Oh, that sounds funny. So let's keep going. If you want to be my lover, you have got to give. Taking it too easy, but that's the way it is. Now, give is, they are completely different now, aren't they? But they still work. Why? Words do not have to have their endings spelt the same for them to rhyme. This is what I really want to emphasize. Hear me out. Take a listen to these. Late, break, wait, shake. They work, don't they? But are their endings the same? No. We call these imperfect rhymes. They rhyme because their vowel sound is the same. They all have the same long A sound in them to make them rhyme, and that makes them work. I made this mistake when I was just a little girl. I tried to write songs and have perfect rhymes in my lyrics. Like I would be rhyming hat only with cat, mad, sat, all those, and it really limited me, and my lyrics were just so bad. So most of the time they didn't make sense and they wouldn't convey the message that I wanted it to convey because I literally thought they had to be perfect rhymes, but that's not the case. Don't do that like I did. Unless it works. If you're writing a song and cat and sat works, go for it. But I'm sure we can come up with some better words to use. In fact, lots of the most amazing songwriters don't just use perfect rhymes. They use imperfect rhymes because it gives them so many more possibilities and word choices to choose from. Okay, so let's look at Down Under by Men at Work. I come from a land down under where beer does flow and men chunder. Can't you hear the thunder? Okay, those three all have the under ending, okay? So they are like perfect rhymes. And then the last sentence in that paragraph is, you better run, you better take cover. So we have under, chunder, thunder, cover. Cover is the odd one out, isn't it? But this is why they work. They all have the sound in them. So under, chunder, thunder, cover. So the sound, cover. It's a short U sound, okay? So the vowel sound makes such a difference. As long as it's the same vowel sound, you can make it work. This might be kind of mumbo jumbo to you all, but sometimes we need like a refresher on these simple things, right? It's like the things you learn in prep. I mean, how many of you actually remember what the short and long sounds are of the vowels? Oh wait. Exactly. Maybe you do know, good on you. But I know for lots of you, sometimes you just need a refresher on these things. So let's talk about vowels to clear this up. I don't want to make you feel stupid. You're not, I promise. But these things get skipped over so easily. So let's break it down. 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U. They all make a short sound in words and they all make a long sound in words. So short sounds, let's go through them. A is A for apple. E is E for elephant. I is I for insect. O is O for octopus. U is U for umbrella. Okay, and then the long sounds are pronounced the exact same way that you say the names of the letters. So A's long sound is A, E's long sound is E, I's long sound is I, O's is O, and U's long sound is U. Okay, so we've covered that. Short vowel sounds and long vowel sounds. Now, how are these going to help me write better lyrics? In every single word of the English language, they will have a vowel and it'll either be making one of these sounds, okay? I want you to think about what sound it's making so you know what types of words to rhyme it with. I found this really great resource on literacylearn.com, and I know it looks childish because, well, yes, it's for it's for teachers. However, why not use it? Let's break it down to the basics. I found this resource where it tells you the different letter combinations that make the long vowel sounds. So there's the long A sound. As you can see on the screen right now, we have 8 ways to spell long A. You've got the letter A on its own, like in the word acorn. You've got A split digraph. We call it that because it's the vowel, okay, a consonant like K, and then an E on the end. And the E is always silent in split digraphs, okay? When you say cake, you can't hear the E, all right? Next we have AI. It makes the A sound, like in rain, all right? A-Y, E-I, E-A, E-I-G-H, E-Y. There's so many ways that the English language can make that long A sound, okay? There's so many combination of letters, but you know what that means? It means that the world is your oyster. There's so many different words to choose from that you can rhyme with. Some will work better than others, but some not so much. So now let's look at this long A word list that they had on their website that I'm going to show you. And look at all the different words that make the long A sound. So you could rhyme day with vain, or you could rhyme bathe with afraid. I mean, you're probably not going to use like the word steak if you're writing a love song. So like these words maybe like not fitting at all. Some of these are a lot more childish, I guess you could say, because it is a teaching resource. So that's just an example I thought I'd show you. So we've got the long A sound, we've got one for the long E sound, long I sound we've got one for, the long O sound, and the long U sound. Okay, if you were to go on this website, you can just search long vowel sounds and find resources like that if you would like something that broken down. Or if you feel a bit silly, you can use another website that I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to show you a website now that you can use to generate some rhymes. Rhyme Zone. So how to begin? Write your first sentence trying to best express the message you'd like to convey. If your sentence was, "You're on my mind," I want you to Google words that rhyme with mind. I usually just search in Google words that rhyme with mind, or you might write mind rhyming words. Rhyme Zone usually comes up as an option either way, because it's very popular. So if you go onto it, it'll show you heaps of options for words that rhyme with mind. Not just 1 syllable words, but up to 4 syllable words sometimes, which is really helpful, and it just gets you thinking about all the possibilities. So I want you to use these words to help you brainstorm the next line for your verse. So just as a brainstorm, I want you to choose some words and think of which ones you could use to best express the message you're trying to say. I might have a look and choose a few that stand out to me. Now have a listen. In the word mind, it has the long I sound. So I'll be looking for words that have that long I sound. So let's have a look at some words we could use. I like the words time, night, confined is a good one, entwined, divine. So all of them have the long I sound, so they could fit there. I could say, "You are on my mind," Let's not waste any time. I keep thinking about that night. My heart's confined. We are entwined. This love's divine. So that's an example. You could use some of those rather than you're really kind. You're on my mind. You're really kind. So don't do that. It sounds so amateur if you try to do that. Expand your word bank. I want to talk about where you place your rhymes for this next part. So allow yourself to get creative with where you place your rhymes in your sentence. So I have started writing a new song called Strawberry Fields, and I was playing around with where I put my rhymes. And I got this from the band Cigarettes After Sex. They're an amazing band. I like they're so poetic. I've noticed they place their rhymes in different parts of the sentence, not just at the end, and it works. So have a listen to some of the lyrics that I've written here and hear how they don't always have the rhyme right at the end of each sentence. We're dressed to impress. I'm obsessed with you. I must confess, haven't taken a breath since I've planted my eyes on you. Okay, so they've got the rhymes in different areas and it flows. So experiment with that too. Why not? So my final point is to allow the song to breathe where it needs. Yes, rhyming lyrics are catchy. However, you don't need to make every single sentence have a rhyming word in it. If there's something you want to say but nothing rhymes with it, give it a whirl anyway and see if you can make it work. If not, perhaps there doesn't need to be a rhyming word then, and you can leave it as is. Just experiment with it and see what sounds good. Now, some of the best songs of all times don't have every word rhyming, and they can be just as iconic to sing along to. So some of the best songs ever, they might have a little rhyme here, a little rhyme there, and then a chunk where there's no rhymes, but it flows so well. Let's use We Are the Champions by Queen as an example. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. So friend and, they rhyme. We are the champions, we are the champions. No time for losers because we are the champions of the world. Okay, so the last 4 lines, they did not rhyme. Champions and champions, I used it twice, but it works. It's such a great song, and yeah, it goes to show you really don't need every line rhyming. So hopefully you learned something new today, whether it was about vowels or whether it was about rhyming words and how to broaden your choice of words to use. Not just having rhyming words that are perfect with the exact same ending. You don't need those. As long as they have the same vowel sound, go for it. You can make it work. Okay, so just experiment with it. Let me know if there's any questions. I'm happy to get back to you as soon as I can. It won't be long because this channel is so new. I will be right onto it. But yeah, thanks for all the support and have a great day.
Stars shining bright.